Hey guys, my name is Nexus, and this is Raid on Washout Central, made December 31st, 2000 by Stephen Hindley, also known as Bellboz. Now this mission back in the day was quite a resource hog. It has one particular effect which creates many particles over the entire mission. However, it still has pretty solid gameplay, architecture, and all that other good stuff. So with that in mind, on with the mission. Okay guys, here's normal, hard, and expert. Alrighty, so we are Ryalla, and this is our diary. Okay, so we have to go do some stuff in this kind of dirty, criminal-filled, crime-filled city. So we're going to be doing a lot of thieving. Because, you know, whatever. That's kind of what we do. So, you know, that's how that goes. Also, don't forget your lockpicks. You're gonna need them. Alright, so now that we have all our equipment, please keep in mind that there are no stores of any variety. No stores, you know, during or beginning or after. No reason for one to be after, but you know what I mean. Oh no, no, no! Ah, dang it. Okay. He has a key that I kind of wanted, but, you know, I'm gonna see him again anyway. So I suppose I should talk about some interesting issues with this, this mission. They're not really issues so much as, things to keep in mind. I mean, the sky flickering is kind of one of them, but that only happens occasionally. So you may notice that there's a lot of fog and it's very thick. So, way back when there was, you know, technical limitations of things, this would have been something that most computers couldn't handle. Just the fog and then the weather effects, because look at all that rain dripping down from every single rooftop in this whole city. Yeah, pretty much. So, that's a lot for most computers of the age to handle. Nowadays, you should be fine so long as you have more than, at a rough estimate, I'd say 512 meg. RAM, that is. So, I mean, if you have an average processor, that should be fine. You may experience some issues with slowdowns occasionally if you just go up and stare at the sky. I don't know, I'm sure that there's at least one area where I could have some slowdown. I can just imagine that being the case. But other than that, you should be fine in this day and age. So aside from that, there's not a whole lot really to say about this mission because it's extremely huge and I haven't played it more than once or twice. That's just kind of because it got kind of boring. Kind of like Calendras for me. It's long, it's got a very story-involved, you know, story-driven type thing. It's not necessarily a replayable thing. Anyway, this is the post office, by the way, so let's read some post. Alright, so random post, committing federal offenses, etc., etc. It's kind of what we do. Most of it's just about Burricks and occasional, you know, backstory to the actual mission here. Most of it's just kind of like setting it up, essentially. I don't know, it's a nice touch. Takes a lot of work to put in, you know, even just the effort to put in a sentence or two about them needing to collect a fee for delivering things from somebody. I mean, it's kind of nice, you know? As long as it's not, like, in a hidden place, because then it's stupid, but when it's out in the open like that, you don't assume it's anything important. So, on to the next technical issue, which, please bear this in mind. When you grab a key, do not ever drop the key. Apparently, it can cause some issues with the objectives and probably with how some of the scripting works. Just at a guess. So, we're not allowed to drop keys at all. That's just kind of an arbitrary rule that's been put into place because, well, it's kind of necessary. I can't. Okay, there we go. Fooling the cameras. Alright then. So you may notice it's foggy in here. That's just kind of an issue, but I don't know. It's not like a game-breaking issue. It's just kind of annoying. It has to do with how you set the brushes. I think the way fog works is that it's an area brush or a room brush. It's a room brush. So when you make a room brush, it has to be square. It literally can't be any other shape. So you'll occasionally have like one corner or something be foggy. So in this case, it just kind of looks like maybe the whole room in this building wasn't supposed to be here at first, maybe. Conspicuous paintings. That's a really creepy room to have behind your desk. Alright then. So, we're just gonna keep it going because, you know, it's what we do. Wait, what? Okay, I could have sworn I had the key for that. Alright. Fair enough. Let's go... I've already been downstairs. Well, nothing I can do here then. This is gonna be a hassle. Well, that was fun. Let's just scope out down here again. Nope. I could have sworn there was like a key somewhere. Nope. Nope. Kinda strange. Okay, so I can't open this door with any of these keys. Alright, that's an issue. Yeah, I've opened that. There's no key in that. No key up there. There's not one up there. I know there isn't. It's kind of strange. Alright, well, I guess I am just leaving then. There we go. Oh, that's not good. Whoops. So, yeah, I have no key for this, and I have no patience for this, so... Kinda hoping this will work. Doesn't sound like it, though. Oh, hey, it worked. Alrighty then. I don't know if that was supposed to be the way I get in here or what, but it's what I chose to do. Alright then. Could you drop that? Thank you. Okay, so we have 4 different ways to go, looks like. What is this? Security. I have a key for this. Oops. Oh, so that's why it breaks, is because the keys disappear. What? Okay. I didn't realize I was visible. I was like, I'm in complete shadow. Because currently my mic is covering up my light gem, so I can't see anything. Excuse me. Goodbye. You didn't hear anything. Thank you. Oh. Alright then, fine. I'll pick the lock. Alright then. Hopefully I can find the security shut off at some point.
Who's there? What noise dost make?
Oh yeah! I forgot about this room. This amazing, wonderful room. Okay, so we have alarm disable switch and camera alarm disable switch. Just gonna point out that this will disappear once I do that. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Now this is a little bit weird, kind of seems tacked on, these two shelves here with the locks. The reason for this is because the locks are in two different places, and I don't know, it just kind of seems weird to me, but that's fine. Not actually complaining about it, just making a note. There's nothing in this one. There's nothing in this, is there? Nope. Of course not. Why should I expect there to be things in locked places? That seems completely unreasonable of me. Yep. In other news, though, I actually think that you might have been able to see people on those screens if there had been any. So, I don't know, that's kind of cool. I think it has something to do with, whatchamacallits. You toss them and you can see through them, and I never remember what they're called because I never used them. I'm trying to think of it. Mail sorting rooms? Throw ball thing. Camera eye? No. I'm sure I'll think of it in, 5 minutes or so. Nothing. Well, fair enough. To be fair though, I actually know people who worked in the postal service for, 30 plus years, and the mail sorting rooms don't actually lock like this. So, kind of weird. There's a reason why they say good enough for government work. It's because they don't do things like that. Just saying. Just saying. Just wanted to see. This will take a while. There are many tiny things to unlock in this, and the map is rather huge. In fact, I don't think I've shown it off yet. We started out over here. This was the front of our house, this is the back of our house. We came up and went somewhere around in here and ended up over here. Yeah. That sounds about right. The thing about maps like that is I can't really there's nothing in this one. I hate that so much. It's unbelievable how much I hate that. Alright. Okay, so since this is a puzzle, I'm gonna read this again. 1423. I'm trying to think. This has to be not. Well, it's obviously not backwards. Unless you do like that. It's got to be some kind of. No, I don't know. It might be backwards. No, that couldn't be backwards. It has to be a replacement. God, that's annoying. So, rather than bother to figure that out, I'm sure I'll look it up if it comes down to actually needing to know what it says, because that's a little bit more in-depth than I really want to figure out right now on camera. Alright then. Some backstory. Some wife who only writes with ease? Writes in an accent? Yeah, that would be the way to phrase that. Wait a minute. Your loving husband, blah 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 blah. Oh, so this person is trying to ransom this dude. That's right. Or something like that. This letter is more backstory. I really want to know what this says, and I don't want to look it up, but if it's a replacement having something to do with these numbers and letters and things like that, that's going to take me a long time to actually do. And it doesn't look like it's just an anagram, for each combination, and they're each 4 letters long, so that kind of is interesting. 1, 4, R-U-T-E-E-Y-S-E. No, that doesn't work. I was thinking maybe it would be like, the first letter, the second letter, the third letter, the fourth letter of each line type thing, but it's not. Never mind. I'll just continue with my day in thieving. Kind of curious if it means... It might not mean anything at all. Just saying. So, there's that. Gonna bother with any of these. These are just needless offices. I've been in here. I need to go elsewhere. Probably to the vault that I opened up. I should do that soon. Not right now, though. Right now, I just want to open all the doors and... Is this... There's this. Alrighty. Yeah, okay. I'll come back here. I'll steal from the vault first. Why not? Alright. Because I can't. Yep. We need to go find a whole bunch of safe deposit boxes for some reason, because post offices, you know, they carry safe deposit boxes, because it's kind of what they do. I didn't go down here, did I? I believe this is to the front of the bank, though. And I don't really want to be here just yet. Yeah, this is to the front of the bank. I don't want to be here. Yeah. I'll reiterate that. I don't want to be here. Alright then. Let's just continue. Like I said, this map is absolutely huge and winding, and it's going to take me a very long time to get through it because I haven't played this one probably since the very first time I played it, actually. You know, it's got a very in-depth story, but it is very... To put it lightly, it doesn't really have any replay value for me. I guess kind of because it's got that too big syndrome. And, you know, come to think of it, a lot of the things I'm remembering aren't necessarily things I wanted to do again or differently or better, just kind of were things that occurred. That's kind of how it goes with some missions are just like that. So, what do we have here? We have what looks like should be a lectern of some kind, and it's clearly a box, I guess? Actually, maybe a desk. Kind of seems like a desk, I guess. I'm gonna keep sighing every time this happens and just refrain from commenting on it because it is actually really frustrating when it keeps happening. Whoops. That probably should have been blocked off. Yeah, I don't like to harp on about, you know, lockpicking and head office key though. What is that for? Is this the head office? So this is supposed to be for this door, but it's in that room which you can only get to from the street, right? Yeah, that sounds about right. Alright then. We're just gonna... I came through there. I need to go out the exit. Thank you. Alright. So, basically the thing I hate to harp on about, but will again and again and again. Lockpicks that take forever for no reason. You know, to me, it's not immersive enough anyway. I mean, you're just holding the lockpick up, whatever. But, you know, aside from that, there's the simple fact that it just takes too damn long. I mean, I'm a thief who's had extensive experience in lockpicking by now. You know, someone who's had a lot of experience with picking locks can usually pick very common locks very quickly. It's kind of one of those little things. I need to do this, like, post-haste. Alright, there we go. Safe for now. You can get caught in between the two if their patrols are too short, because archers, of course, move much faster than sword guards, for reasons. Then you toss in the, you know, the bots, and it's kind of like, oh, that's no good. Alright, so... he will actually react to me disabling the bot. The bot will react to me disabling him.
Something moved there.
Unless I do this really, really quickly. Alright then.
Indications I have not determined.
Perfect. Alright then. Alright, so one of the problems with the fog, though, is that frequently you'll end up in a situation where they can see you before you can see them. I mean, not like frequently, but frequently enough to be kind of annoying. It's a good thing because it's challenging, but it's also a bad thing because it's kind of one of those things where you would expect them to have as much visibility as you, if not less, actually. Anyway, yeah, about the lockpicking, though, it's just kind of one of those things that will probably always bug me, and there's really no way to fix it anyway, so, yeah. So, probably one of the actually few things I can say about Thief 3 is actually that I like the lockpicking change. Just that kind of difference in... I don't really want to say the attitude, because I do find many games to be a little bit stupid when it comes to things like that, but at the same time, it was kind of a change for the more realistic, which can be both a good thing and a bad thing. Alrighty. Nope. You saw nothing. Yeah, I am actually experiencing a tiny bit of slowdown in this area. Just the sheer number of roofs with heavy particle effects can do that, which is kind of what I was talking about earlier. Oh, right, this is a door. Hello, door, meet face. Face, meet door. Glad you're getting along so well. And I always go quiet when I start lockpicking because I always think,
is there someone there?
yeah, I'm gonna take out this tiny bit of, you know, takes too long lockpick, and it always ends up being just enough to take too long, but not enough that I can really justify spending the time to actually do anything about it. So, sorry. It's kind of where that's going. Don't know what that does, so I'm gonna leave it for now. Oh, right, yeah, this place. I don't think there's anything in here for me. I think this is just here for flavor. I think this is just here for flavor, too. Alright. Well, I suppose I might as well turn off the lights. No sense in, you know, having the electric bill go up so much. Alrighty. Almost didn't see those people. Alright then. You're going to be coming this way, aren't you? In fact, I have a suspicion that he spawned specifically because I turned off that lights. Also, guards. Guards everywhere.
Nothing there now.
Do you have a helmet? No. Okay, good. Excuse me. Just gonna take this. There we go. Alright, so there are a couple of ways to navigate this map. I'm choosing the obvious route, of course, by sticking to the ground, maintaining low altitude, and, wow. That almost hurts, but not quite. The way that light is flickering just a tiny bit, I almost didn't notice it. It's kind of a nice ambience. It's just... I said ambience or ambiance, because I honestly don't know which is more pretentious at this point. Anyway, the way that light's flickering, it's almost discernible, but almost like, just like at the edge of your vision. Kind of like when you're a kid and start seeing, like, monsters in the shadows. It's kind of like that. It's kind of cool. It's also kind of annoying, but that's just life, you know.
Hello?
Alright, so you can see me. For reasons, I have 7 water arrows, and they are my only water arrows that I'll have, most likely.
What's that? Hey! Someone stop! Oh.
Well, that worked. Alright then.
They put me here because I was urinating in the street. Now, I ask you, is that fair?
Yes. I forgot about that guy. That's pretty funny. He is a dirty dude. Shouldn't be in public, bro. It's not cool. Alright then. Don't know where that person is. They're not on the flooded part, I can tell that much. He is right there, though. I hear someone else coming, too. Hopefully they don't have a lantern, which I suspect they do, because I kind of vaguely remember getting caught here. No lantern. Doesn't look like it anyway. Alright then. Just your friendly neighborhood thief. I forget why there's a curfew. It's probably because I forgot to read something about it again. Actually, what are my objectives? I need to find my informant, find it, probably steal it too. I mean, why not? Alright. Unless somebody framed me. No, that's not the point. I'm just a person. I'm not being framed. I'm not Garrett. There's no reason to frame me. Okay, yeah, this is just that's just flooded, so guess I'll just go this way. No reason not to. Okay. Head office, aqueduct, post office. Nope. Alright then. I don't know what key that would be, and it's probably the same one as this one too. Yep. Alright then. Gotta find that key, I guess. This looks semi-familiar, but not really. Huh. Alright then. What's going on up? Okay, so stuff happened outside, so I had to take quite a long break. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to record yesterday to finish this out, so I don't really remember what I was doing, except that it involved hitting people on the head. That's what I'm gonna keep doing. Let's see, where am I right now? This is gonna be a problem. Okay, so I was here earlier. I came through the aqueducts. And now I'm trying to figure out where to go, I think is the answer. Alright. Guess I might as... Nope, there's nothing this way. I think I already looked here too. Okay. Maybe the other way? There might be something down here. Ooh, okay. Maybe this is the correct way to go. To get to the rest of the level. That would be nice. Fog's a little bit weird there, but that's okay. Is there any ladders? Doesn't look like it. Alright, keep going. Ooh, a secret. Some kind of well. It doesn't look like there's anything down there, so I'm not gonna bother. Oh, wait. Wait, no, okay, I have no idea where I am. I thought this might have been the inside of that one building. It might actually be. I'm not sure. Alright. Guess I'll just keep going then. Okay. Here people, don't see ladders. There's a ladder. It's the only ladder. Okay, it's my only option. Is there anything else? Go more that way, apparently. I hear, yeah.
Oh, no!
I don't know what to call those. I like to call them, like, the fairy light noise. But it's like twinkling lights. And I don't know if there's an actual name for it. There might actually be. Sunburst noise or something? I'm not sure. I don't know why I missed that. But fine, I suppose I could just use an arrow. Might as well explore every single inch. Okay, well, there's nothing up here, so now I'm stuck. Great. Okay, there we go. Had to use my unstick key. That's unfortunate. Huh. So there's like mini canals, which is kind of cool, but it's also very impractical in terms of a city. Just not really sure why people would want to build it that way, although then again, I do have to remember that this is before there were actual, like, you know, city planning offices, essentially, so could just be a byproduct of necessity. I actually really like this. Just looks kind of cool. Kind of makes it go in different directions. I feel like I've been here. Well, I have, but from down there. Alright then. I don't think there's anybody over there. It's kind of hard to tell. It's kind of what makes fog cool. There's a little bit of mystery to it.
So I hear. You the guys that
Oh.
clean the sewers? Keep the pumps working and all that?
What?
I hear they've been vanishing. Poof. Turning up and missing bits and pieces. Like their heads.
Creepy.
Bet we don't get to count on flushing anything much longer.
Well, I always forget about this conversation. I don't remember where it actually took place. Because that's definitely the original voice actors. That's not fan-made, although if it is fan-made, it's amazing. Amazingly accurate.
Hello?
To the voices. But I don't actually remember which... Was that in... Not Ramirez's estate, but one of the ones we had to get through the sewers. Maybe Bafford's, actually. No. No, because that sounds like a Thief 2 clip and not a Thief 1, so I'm not actually sure. One never knows. I guess we'll just keep going and try and figure out the story of this seedy little town. While we are gonna be not Garrett. Gonna steal everything in sight, because why not? It's just kind of what we do. Unless we're playing as a guard. And we're not this time, so... Steal everything. There are fan missions that let you play as a guard, though. Pretty interesting. Manhole key and water maintenance key. I always like how the keys are labeled. Although, at the same time, it is kind of one of those things. I'm gonna wait to go down there just a second. Just want to explore the rest of this room. Yeah. I don't know, I just find it interesting that all the keys are labeled. I wish there was a way to... That looks weird for some reason. I think it's because the fog is patching out that... Yeah, it's because of the fog. Alright. I just want to go up here real quick, though. No, I wish there was a way to make it easy for you to sort of have an unlabeled key. And then only have it label itself once you've, I don't know, maybe read a readme or listened to a specific conversation. Or maybe even just trying every key on a door, and then it only labels itself once you've actually used that key. Although, then again, that would be needlessly complicated and kind of frustrating, to be honest. There's only a few specific ways that I could see that working, which is kind of why nobody does it, I would imagine. I imagine it wouldn't be too terribly difficult. I'm not actually sure... In terms of Drawmed, I'm just not sure what you can and can't do for, like, really specific things. Like that, for example. I know that you would have to target the actual key for replacement. And depending on how you do it, you could have it either pop up in the inventory or where you first find the key, the replacement that's labeled. But I don't actually know if, if you can do both. Like, sort of an if-then type thing. You know, if it's in the player's inventory, it shows back up in their inventory as labeled this when this happens. And then, if not in player's inventory, it shows up in this location. I'm not sure if you have to specify it that way. Oh boy. I thought I got myself stuck for a second there. I'm not sure if you have to specify it in that fashion, or if you can just say replace item blank with blank when this happens. So, I don't know. Kind of intriguing. Well, I got an object. Is that the loot goal? Yeah, that's the loot goal. Very odd when the loot goal ends up being like a really odd number. Oh, okay, I can actually grab him. I don't know, I just prefer even numbers, but it's not that weird, I suppose. Okay, can't go in there, it's too small. Nothing in there. Wait for breath to come back, and then go back. So he was saying that people were going missing, showing up with just parts, and that's kind of scary, but, you know, so far I've only found one dead guy. So we'll see how that goes. Nothing up there, alright. So, if I remember the story correctly, we're just a person and we're trying to find evidence. What are we doing? Dig up some information. I still haven't found the inn. I should probably actually put my mind to doing that. Okay, I thought I was hearing spiders. The inn is here. I've been in here, but somehow wasn't able to get to the inn from there, weirdly enough. I went in every single building it was possible to. I could have sworn. I do hear spiders. Alright, well, maybe that's what's making people go missing, even though it's kind of weird that they'd show up as parts. Spiders don't usually do that. Spiders tend to eat their victims, technically speaking, whole. I don't like spiders. Spiders are the bane of my existence. I wonder if this is going to bring me back to that one spot that I kept seeing. No, this is completely new, isn't it? Okay, where am I? Due to the death of Lord Percival, his brick factory will be closed until we can find a descendant to take over the place. Whoops. Failing that, the factory will be auctioned one full year and one day after his death. Pew Pew, Barley McGrew, Solicitors. Alright then, that's pretty funny. Okay, so we're actually here, and the sewers go like this, or is that the river? So are we here, and, you know, therefore here, or are we along here? It's always funny to watch me read maps, I'm sure. I'm decent at reading maps, but I'm not good at reading maps that aren't, like, you know, they're not square. This map is not square, so I have problems because the roads are square, and this is clearly curved, so it makes me think I'm on, you know, not the right spot, even though it is. It's not really a complaint. I totally understand how hard it can be to draw straight lines freehand. I am surprised he didn't see me. I'm just gonna take this. Just gonna borrow this. Alright. So, the road goes like that. The other thing is, this map isn't very well drawn in the sense that I can't tell. Like, I can assume that these are probably the road parts, and, you know, this is the building part. But I don't know that for absolutely certain. So it's kind of one of those things. Lots of dead ends. Have I been here? That's kind of random. Alright. This looks like a place I shouldn't be able to get to. Huh. Alright. Did I go up there? Did I not go up there? Have I been here? Oh, I've been here. Okay, well, that was weird. That was probably somebody who was dialing me from their pockets. Because they didn't respond. Alright then. Where? Okay, where did I just... Wait. Okay. Okay, hang on. That's there. I just came from the sewers. Here's the brick factory. What's in here? because why not? Gem collection, probably in his house, not in his factory, but the factory leads to the house. I do, technically speaking, need to go to the inn, though, because I assume that there's some information that will give me, wait, there's nothing here. Alright. I take back everything I said. I have no idea, then. Okay, so this is just... Is this just further down the canal than where I got off? Yeah, it is. Alright. So, the point of that was to do... Well, obviously going the way I actually went was a good thing because I got the sewer key and now I can get into the sewers and probably go just about everywhere. But what's the point of it? Whatever. I'm not gonna question that. It's pretty, but it's just kind of... Oh, I'm back here now. Wait. Okay, because I didn't go very far. Alright then. That's... I don't know how to feel about that, because it's kind of one of those things where it's like, why... It's good and bad level design, I kind of want to say. It's like, it's good because you're ending up, you know, with a lot of different areas to get to. But it's bad because it's just kind of weird and doesn't really make sense. Like, in terms of a video game, in terms of an actual city, it makes perfect sense. It's good level design in that sense that it's realistic. I'm gonna just keep going this way. I can't keep getting distracted by side passages. The problem is, in terms of navigation in a video game, it's really not very good. You know, I get lost easily when it's just a straight road, so I'm probably not one to talk, but definitely makes it more confusing to navigate, and this is going to be an awful set of sewers to navigate. I can already tell, because there's just so much sewers to go through, essentially. Alright, where am I now? This might be the inn. I think I've passed this guy before, but couldn't do anything about him because he was, you know, not moving, not looking away, so maybe this has got to be the inn. Mysterious Tower Inn. Alright. There is kind of a mysterious tower somewhere around here, I'm told.
That's the point, Margaret. Now they will be happy.
To serve the nobility is the highest privilege in life, of course. But slavery is just so distasteful.
No. Not slaves, Margaret. Servants. You heard Mr. Karras. But why argue semantics? Before this, they were raving lunatics. Have you ever seen a lunatic prepare a stew? Or sweep a stable? Not a pretty sight, one can be sure of that.
Oh, Christopher, you're such a card. Oh, Karras did say the servants could garden. I wonder if they can plant azaleas or roses. We could use them to trim the lilac bushes as well.
You see, my dear, the servants can truly make you happy. Could there be a more noble purpose in life?
Oh, Christopher, stop.
Yes, Margaret, it's not slavery. They're called servants. Am I gonna be okay walking in here with you guys? Okay. Hey, you got 2 bottles. Can I have one? Okay. I don't know. In him there with the bottles is Jackie. Follow him to his home. Alright. I just wanted to check behind the bar real quick. Alright. Let's go follow Jakku. That's a really dumb door. Dang it. I can't navigate doors. It's actually really cool though. But I want to go up here though. Dang it. Can I take that at least? Without any repercussions? Maybe I should just wait for him to get to his house. Yeah,
Stop right
yeah,
there.
he's not happy about that.
Where's my
Dang it.
Where's my sword? Hey.
Okay, I tried to take his bottle and that makes him quite unhappy, so I'll just keep going then.
No.
I like how he takes a drink every now and then. Don't know why my informant is ridiculously drunk, but that's alright. I haven't been here before, have I? Well, yeah, I have, because that's... Is... Okay. I'll stop asking. Oh. No, that's just the brick factory note. So, are we there yet? Don't think I don't see you. I see you just fine.
I'm getting too jumpy.
Jerk. How am I supposed...
My eyes must be playing tricks on me.
Yep, your eyes are playing tricks on you.
It was nothing, I guess.
So, wait, how did I miss this before then? Or is that not the place I thought it was? Okay, well, this is definitely the slums, though. You can kind of tell what with all the flooding and stuff, but I don't know. I think I'm supposed to get that impression anyway. I don't know what's going on here. Just kind of waiting for this to happen. Are you done yet? I'm right here. Can we keep going? Fine. Do I have his key? Maybe. I don't have any key for him. Oh. Okay, that was an odd pause. No, don't close the door. What are you doing? I followed him. He dropped a set. Oh. He dropped a set of keys. See if he lost one. That wasn't there before. Why even bother doing that? Sorry, it just seemed kind of pointless. Oh, he dropped some keys. Why don't you grab his? Okay. Why can't I just follow him through the door? I mean, that seems a lot more reasonable, doesn't it? I mean, he's drunk. I guess I'm a little bit confused. Am I not supposed to be following him? Is he not my friend? Alright then. Drop a set of keys, blah blah. Oh, okay, hang on. So, I found him. Wait, I guess I'm confused and don't remember the story then. Do I have my diary on me? No. That was a thing. Alright. So, yeah, am I supposed to do anything with him at all? Oh, there's a button here. I am a little bit confused, because he didn't seem to mind me following him, so I was just kind of like, oh, okay, maybe I'm supposed to, I don't remember. Is he my informant, or is he somebody I don't like? Maybe he's somebody I don't like, because he walked right past that one thief without any problems. I don't remember. This is probably just a case of me not paying attention, and he's actually not my friend. So, I guess I'll just make that assumption. Ooh. Back out here. Alright, Thieves' Highway it is. Oh. Of course I go completely the wrong way around for a door. Yep, that's what I like to do. Again, lockpicking. Lockpicking and the time it takes to do it. Yep. It's my favorite pastime. Okay. Like to grab that. Postal strongbox key. I thought I opened everything in the post office. Okay. So, a little bit confused. guess it's making more sense. I'm just reading this again really quickly. Okay, I understood that part, but he's talking about hiring me to rob the post office, so I'm a little bit confused about just kind of everything. Someone's stealing his business. His business seems to be smuggling or something like that. And then we have a key to a strongbox in the post office. Most post offices don't keep strongboxes anymore, I don't think, unless, well, like P.O. box technically, but it's not a strongbox by any standards. And then he's talking about slurping noises coming from the landlord's room, and then he's talking about doing bouncy fun times, and you know, just all sorts of things. This guy, he's very eclectic and worldly. So let's maybe go find the... Oh, jeez. This landlord. I wouldn't want to live here. This place looks like crap. Sweet. Alright. So much lockpicking for no reason. That's okay, though. You know, who can complain? Well, I can, but I usually stop after a while, because, you know. Then I can complain about complaining. It's empty. So, I guess by slurping he meant the spider noises. Maybe. Maybe. Unless he means... What else would make actual slurping noises in this game? I wouldn't think spiders. Okay. Oh. Yikes. That's actually really well done. Scary, but well done. So yeah, this whole building is, infested. If you couldn't tell. The landlord is a slumlord, so slumlords usually don't upkeep the building at all. If you live in a place where your landlord refuses to fix things for you, you may live with a slumlord, or in a building owned by a slumlord. It's typically how it works. It's like, the best way I can explain it is just, oh boy, okay. Thought I was gonna fall farther, but, yeah, the best way I can explain it is that, you know, people build new buildings, and that works, but then those buildings get old. So, if you're dealing with someone who's, you know, typically a slumlord, they won't they won't upkeep those buildings. So those new buildings will turn into old, kind of gross buildings. People who live there will typically decline in terms of, like, I don't know, I want to say quality, but it's not always the case. So I don't know how to explain that without offending somebody. And you know what? I just realized I don't care if I offend you. I mean, I kind of do, because I don't want to offend people unnecessarily. If I offend somebody, I'd like to do it on purpose. But, my point is, though, when you have, you know, old buildings, and it can just be really expensive to upkeep old buildings, it's kind of why there's, government grants. If you have, not every state does this, not every country does this, but usually they'll give you some kind of, like, tax break if you have an older building, at least where I live. So if you have an older building, you're supposed to use that money to, you know, repair the building and keep it historically sound. However, most people don't. They pocket the money and that's about it. You know, it's just kind of their stipend for having to live in a crappy house, essentially. At least that's been how most people I've ever met who have that kind of thing usually view their houses. If it's... The only exception I've ever seen to that is someone who's actually, like, had a house that's actually historically significant, you know? Because most of these old houses are just old. They're not, you know, especially interesting or anything like that. They're not really relevant to anyone. They're just old, so they're considered historic automatically. So, Anyway, you build new buildings, they get old, somebody doesn't upkeep them, they get old enough that they're kind of gross, nobody wants to live there, the only people that can live there are the people who are attracted by extremely low rent. This has various subsets. This can mean either students or, junkies, depending on the neighborhood you're in. It really does depend, but when people don't upkeep their homes or, buildings in general, that's just kind of what happens. It's like a cycle of life, essentially. So you'll kind of find that over time and history, the slums, like the location of what would be considered the slums or the ghetto, moves over time, which is kind of interesting. See, what was the rich area, 200 years ago, has become old and run down, and the only people who want to live there are the people who are okay, already not maintaining a place. So it's usually people who can't afford to maintain a place anyway. Sometimes that's, usually college students or, low-income families in general. It can range from that to people with serious mental issues who, only have their disability checks, which includes physical disabilities, of course, but you know what I mean, like people who just don't have a whole lot that they can actually put into maintaining a building. Because it's already an old, rundown building, so nobody feels the need to maintain it, essentially, because, you're just renting, you're not buying, usually. And then after, a couple decades of this, maybe something like 30, 40, 50, depends on, it depends on the city, depends on the state, depends on various building codes enacted. There's nothing over here, is there? But basically from there, some developer, which can be either someone who's extremely rich or a contractor who has a building project in mind that he wants to sell, they'll tear down all those buildings, buy up the land, and renovate, essentially, by making whole new buildings, which are modern and new for that time period. So there was a lot of this happening in the 90s, for some weird reason, probably because of the housing boom. I have no idea where I am. Alright. Anyway, there's a lot of housing projects in the 90s that ended up going this route.
Good. I had not wanted to be
They
disturbed.
ended up buying a lot of what
Did you
used
hear
to
that?
be slums.
Hear that noise?
Making them nice buildings.
I'm not kidding!
Kind of as a result, we now have the beginnings of those kind of decaying. And, that's not a bad thing, it just is. So it's just kind of one of those things where you have to, like, essentially move your idea of what a safe neighborhood is, kind of out of the area it was in.
Guards! There's a dead person here!
Whoops.
Come out and fight. Who has done this foul thing?
I'm trying to think of a good example, but I really can't because I'm not, like, fully cognizant of every city where the location of the slums are, or the ghetto, or whatever you want to call it. Technically speaking, we're not supposed to, have slums these days, because that's not politically correct in America. You're not supposed to call them slums, but they are. So, I'm not really one to mince words on that sense. When you have a lot of violence in an area, it's a slum. Just kind of in general. It's not a safe place to live, and for the most part, that's kind of the definition of a slum. Not a safe place to live for low-income families, usually.
I'm gonna count to 3.
Alright. We like to pretend we don't have slums, but we do. Not as bad as slums in some countries, for sure, but it doesn't mean they don't exist. It's kind of unfortunate. But yeah, usually we have, there's like a department that deals with these sorts of things, essentially. Usually in every single city there's one who says, this building is condemned because we've gotten complaints about this, that, and the other thing, essentially. So this is what I saw from down below, then. Alright. So yeah, slums in America usually don't... Dang it, this is gonna be awful to get down from. Alright. Yeah, I'm not saying that slums in America are the best. They're not awful, but... Well, they are awful, but they're not, like... They're usually a certain subset of awful. Like, more awful than the rest of the country, but not as bad as other places, is kind of how that goes. But, okay, so we have a thing. I see the buttons. 4. So, 2 buttons. Does this go 3? Okay, so, what is it? Do I have to just mix them, or 5? Well, I think the other numbers are just there just because. Okay, so that must be an elevator or something? Oh. Okay, what's that one? 2. And 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Did I have some kind of thing at some point? I kind of vaguely remember a code, but I don't know if I did that. Was this one 2? Okay, and then that was 3. That's 1. Is that 4? Is it 2, 3, 4, 1? I'm not sure if this was a code from even this. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna have to go find a code then. Alright. Do I have anything with me that's a code? No. No codes? Okay. 2134? The problem with the 4-digit codes is that there's so many of them. 2314, maybe? I kind of don't want to have to go searching for a code that I have no idea where it is. It's probably halfway across the city, to be honest. How about 4, 2, 3, 1? Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to go search for a code then. Awesome. Don't really remember. Let's see. Where am I right now? I have no clue. Getting lost. Forgot what I was talking about. I was talking about slums and the changing zones of cities. Hey, I'm back here. Okay, so wait. I must have done that. Okay, I remembered this thing though. But there's nothing back here. Alright. So, I remember this, but don't know if that's from the last time I played this or if I actually did that on camera. So, okay then. Kind of, I don't know why I remember this building though. So I've been here and I've been all in there. Watch as I try and remember where the heck I've been. This is a very large map, so I'm kind of getting lost fairly easily. Alright, so... where are we? I didn't realize I had more than one map, but that's okay. Brick Factory, Percival's, Slums, Quiffgate, Sewerage Control, Tithegate, Shipyards, Post Office, Knoxgate, Market, Inn, Aqueduct Park, Mysterious Tower. I want to get back to that inn. Okay, I have, this is the Brick Factory. Okay, this is the Brick Factory. Somehow. The inn was... hang on, the inn was across this bridge. This way. And it was... not through here, but I might as well come up here, I guess. Oh, okay, hang on. This is the inn. Here's the ladder I wanted to go up. Here is the ladder I wanted to go up. Oh boy. Yep. Okay, hang on. Just wanted to see if maybe I can... nope. Okay then. Don't see anybody. That's not a thing. This gets me somewhere. This actually, no. Wait. That would have taken, okay. That's, okay. Whatever. I know I've been here, so that answers some of my questions, I suppose. So, I thought there was a sewer grate there, but there isn't. I need to get back to the post office then, because I have a key that will let me do things. If I can find the combot, I can probably find the post office. Here is another sewer grate. I'm going to open it. Okay. Actually, I'm going to leave it halfway closed, just so that I know, but don't need to, like, I don't know. So it's so that I know that I've been there. Okay. Hang on. Post office. What is this? Water maintenance key, spare house key, postal strongbox. If I found strongbox. Strongbox! That's right. So, do I get to open all these at some point, or no? Okay, there we go. Oh boy. Smuggling note. Okay. Okay, so Jakku's ship designs have kind of been stolen via Chiodo, who's kind of an asshole, I guess. That's just a distributor thing. It's Choito, I realized, not Chiodo. Setting someone up to die and setting up Choito for the blame. Ship plans. That's not what I wanted to do. More ship plans. This completes the objective to empty his strongbox. Technically speaking, I could just end this now, because whatever. But I would like that gem collection. The thing I don't know is if I'm gonna have to come back here, which is gonna be extremely annoying. How do I get back downstairs? This way? Okay. So yeah, I'm at the post office, which is here. And because the streets are weird, I'm never gonna be able to find my way all the way over to Lord Percival's estate again without having to wander endlessly for quite some time. However, if I go through the sewers, maybe I can? I kind of don't really want to. This is just... It just seems like it's needlessly complicated, essentially. And I know I like to use that phrase quite a bit, but it's true. This is kind of needlessly complicated. Door opens. Where does door go? Door goes to here. What is here? Here is a pipe. Here, people. Here, a person.
Who's there? Hello?
This has gotta... Okay, so I have a water maintenance key, though, which is the only reason why I'm really in here, is because I'm curious as to, you know, sort of what I could use that for. Also, the sewer workers have been missing, and I'm kind of curious to know what's up with that, if you know, there's anything really planned for that, or if it's just a thing. Let's see if I can just bend there. Gotta go this way. Lots of doors in this sewer. Might have heard rats just then. Wait, am I playing in Thief 2 or Thief 1 right now? I swear, I'm like having problems remembering which game I'm playing half the time because it's been switching back and forth so much. Just want to see if there's anything in here. There's a tunnel that goes... Lots of tunnels, actually. Alright, where does this tunnel go? The heck? It's a gigantic ring. Dead Burrick. Curiosity will always get the better of me, of course. Okay, nothing there. Probably should just not even bother with those kinds of things there, but I don't know, you never know. The one time I don't jump in one of those is going to be the time that there's something actually interesting in there. Oh, what's this? It's a ladder. I would like to get on this ladder, thank you. Where does this go? Sewer manhole. This goes to place I've been many times? Okay. This is near my house, so I guess I'll just leave it at that. How much am I missing, though? That's what I want to know. I mean, I've got all my objectives done except for the gem collection. Which is kind of annoying, because I have no idea. I swear I'm going to have, like, tons of problems. Have I not gone through here? Okay. That's kind of weird. I could have sworn I was in here on camera and everything. Maybe I came in through a weird way. I don't know. This is the Aqueduct Park. My house is around here. It's actually like right here. So... Dang. Okay, how much did I miss? Not a whole lot. Okay. Well, I found all the secrets, and I only missed 500 loot, and I missed the objective, but honestly, I'm just getting sick of wandering around this whole place for over an hour. I don't really want to spend 2 hours on this mission. It's a good mission overall. It's just one of those things where it's kind of like, it's very pretty, but it's not necessarily... yeah, it's hard to explain. It's like it's, I always say that. It's a very aesthetic mission, and that's a good thing, but it feels empty. And even though it's raining, it doesn't feel empty in the way that it feels like it's raining and nobody's out because it's raining. It feels like it's just empty. Like it's not a real city, like it's a set piece. Which is probably more of a limitation of the engine when you spend so much time and, you know, resources in Dromhead on all the architecture. It doesn't really leave a whole lot of room for a whole bunch of objects everywhere. Obviously, the flooding is a really good use of, water. It just, I don't know, it's not something I really want to wander around again in, essentially. Is how I'm trying to phrase it. Okay, so, raid on Washout Central got a 4 Silver Hammer rating, which is a 9 out of 10. As a result of some various issues with the Circle site, for some reason I'm not able to access the full review, or even the whole site without going through the web archive. Yeah, so I can't read the full review, but the review was by Frobber. So the only thing I get is the pros, the cons, and the bottom line. So pros, outdoors, great soggy feeling with lots to explore. Cons, the indoors, somewhat ordinary construction and fairly conventional gameplay with lots of keys. So Frobber said the bottom line was a big, fun, challenging, sloshing around mission you should not miss. And I agree, this is a really good mission to play. My main issues consisted of fog in, indoor areas where it's not supposed to be. It consisted of a few gameplay related things. The guards, kind of unfortunately in fog, have the same vision they have normally. So that's kind of a thing that you gotta compensate for just a tiny bit. It's why you can never really have extremely thick fog without making it really unfair in Drawmed. So, with that in mind, the story is kind of confusing. We're introduced to new characters really quickly who we know virtually nothing about. We don't know a whole lot of the backstory, unless I'm missing something. And this is actually a rendition from one of the, Circle of Stone and Shadow books. The name looks familiar to me in that sense, and it might have been from one of those that I just don't remember. But I don't think so. So with that in mind, it's a good mission. It's not something I'd want to play too much just because it's not really my cup of tea. It's something I'd play through once, but maybe some other people like to play it through more than once. It just doesn't seem like there's a lot of replayability other than just wandering around a whole bunch. So, with that in mind, I will see you guys next time.